Assalamu alaikum everyone, and welcome to today's Bitcoin update, Friday 22nd of October, and I hope you're doing well out there. Now there's one thing that I want to talk about very quickly about Bitcoin. You can see that we went above the all-time high, we came down for a retest, we actually fall down a little bit, but this one is not confirmed yet. Okay, this retest is not confirmed. Now if I dive into the daily chart, okay, if I go into the daily chart, I see a pattern. There's a pattern that is about to form. And if this pattern actually gets to form, and it's this candlestick right here. Do you see these two candlesticks? Yeah, they are called as bullish harami bullish candlestick pattern. If you don't understand this, if you see on the daily chart or if we go to Google, I actually Googled this, and we have bullish harami. You can see that you have a very big red candle, and next candle is a green candle. Okay, and then you have a minor price support from the previous resistance. Now let me tell you one thing, that minor support, guys, is this one. Okay, this is a support because the previous resistance was this one. Do you see this? Okay, we came up, we had touch, and then we boom. Okay, and from here you have this support right there, and you can see next to it, this is where your support is. And I was talking about this one some times ago, okay, in one of my previous videos 2-3 days ago, that Bitcoin actually, I wanted to see it when it went up of here. It never came down to retest, it just kept on moving upwards. Now what happened is you crossed the all-time high, you actually wanted to retest the all-time high, but what happened is that it went a little bit down, and you find the minor support right there. As you can see in the image right here, you have a minor price support and the bullish harami candle, and this is a bullish pattern actually. Okay, it doesn't mean that we're going to go any more down. If this one plays out, the next coming days Bitcoin is going to continue moving towards the upside, and it's completely perfect. Okay, in the market, if you see something at price going up, they go down to keep moving up, you're going to listen to, in the channel, I'm going to keep saying this every single time, again and again, time and time again. Okay, now we do have the bullish harami here. If this one becomes successful, then boom, we're good to go. Okay, now the retest here has to happen, and it's perfectly fine to see holding the support. Okay, now there's one more thing I want to talk about. Okay, we can see the EMA, the 10 moving EMA is being respected in that case. Okay, so that's what's the price, 61,630 or nearly 62,000. Okay, so it's perfectly normal. Look, anytime you came near the 10 EMA, up, anytime you came up, anytime near up, anytime you came here up, and in here as well, you might see that. Now keep in mind that if you lose the 10 EMA, the 20 moving average is your next support, which is this one, and you can already see it's the wall, it's the previous wall that I made a couple of days ago. Okay, it's this wall right there. Do you see an area of influence right here? Okay, Bitcoin always tried to go above this line in the previous history from February to May, and then we had a big dump towards the 30,000 level. Now why am I saying this? It's because we have the next big level of support right there, and the next level of support is of course going to be now let me actually give you an idea, one more idea. I'm gonna kind of zoom in a little bit on Bitcoin here, and you can see this trend line. Okay, if that's a trend line that I can extend, it can actually go until there. Okay, if this is another trend line to extend, this actually goes there. Okay, so this is a very big level of support. Okay, if we lose this one as well, then you're looking for this swing high of 52,000 for the first wave. And if you lose that, then the next level of support is your moving trend line. Okay, because there was a huge resistance up here, and then it broke out of there. Okay, so this also serves as a level of support. So if you lose this, you're looking for this. If you lose that, you're looking for 52 or 53,000. If you lose that one, you're looking for this. And if they ever came down to this level, we're still in a bull market. Okay, it doesn't mean that the bull market is over. Now for me, when the bull market to confirm that the bull market is over is the day that we come down and probably, you know, test this moving line, and we lose the $20,000 range. Okay, that for me is a bear market, and that for me screams very bad. But until we don't see such behavior for Bitcoin is looking amazing. what's next? Okay, what's next? We still have to see this pattern playing out, and hopefully it is going to play out. Now remember, in any bull market, okay, if you go back to 2020, we always we've always respected the 10 moving average and the 20 moving average. Now look right here in the history. Look, okay, I'm going to also bring up the 55 EMA as well for you to see. Now you can see we went up, came down to the red, we went up, came down to red, and to the 10 and 20, up 10 and 20, up 10 and 20, until in here we didn't go all the way to 55, okay, and we went all the way here. Now look, anytime you lose the 55, that's where you had a bigger correction, okay? So remember, when you're in a bull market, always pay attention to the 10 and the 20, okay? If you don't know trading too much, okay, you can just look at the 10 EMA. Right now it's being respected. If we lose the 10, it's totally perfect to come to the 20, okay? It might stay there for 2-3 days. The fourth day you move up, okay? Yeah, now we're gonna look in for the next for the next altcoin. Now let me dive into Ethereum to USD. Yeah, Ethereum, I haven't been analyzing Ethereum for a while now, and very quickly I'm going to tell you a very bullish pattern that Ethereum has formed, and we call this a cup and handle. Do you see this? This is your cup right there. This is going to be your handle, just like that, and we've broken out of the cup and handle for Ethereum. Let me make this even more beautiful, putting up some little bit of steam like that. Okay, yes, now you can see this is your cup and handle, right? Now jokes apart, what is your next target after you break out of the cup and handle? Okay, we have this level of resistance now. Do you see that? This is your level of resistance. It has a lot of bullish pattern, in my opinion. The first one was cup and handle. The second one, you can make the case that this is your left shoulder, right shoulder, sorry, the head and the right shoulder. This is an inverse head and shoulders as well. And now we're trying to break up, come down for retest, and we're good to go. So what's the next target out of this cup and handle? You take the height to the bottom and you place it from where the breakout is. If the breakout happens here, that takes you all the way to 6,550. So do keep in mind that Ethereum is going to go to 6,550 per dollars, okay? What about the I'm going to try to look at the longer forecast of Ethereum. Let's see what Ethereum was doing back in the days, okay? I'm going to take the top here of Ethereum all the way down to the bottom right there, okay? And as you can see, we were moving up. We find a resistance 0.5, okay? Went again down, came up, came down for, and this was Corona dump, I guess. I don't know if it was it was the Corona dump back in the days. Otherwise, it would have held support at 0.236. Now, there's another thing. We came to 0.618. We failed to cross the 0.618, okay, which is the golden ratio, and that's very important. Now, we came down to 0.5, held support, and finally we break out of the 0.618. And for me, the next target for Ethereum in the midterm is 8,000. Okay, so do keep in mind that Ethereum can do $8,000. Okay, it could even very well go up to $25,000. Who knows? Could Ethereum do 25,000 in this bull market? You never know. But in the next market, certainly in the next market, it could be achievable. So that's it for Ethereum. I'm gonna dive into MATIC to USDT at the moment. Yeah, and for the MATIC in the short-term frame, I'm going to actually give you a review for MATIC right here. And the MATIC is looking very bullish. Okay. Yeah, so MATIC is looking so bullish right there, and this is your September dump, right? So I'm gonna take my fibs from the top to the bottom right there, okay? And look at that, we've crossed the 0.618. We came up, we find resistance at the 0.786. We haven't crossed the 1.5 region, but we are finding a very strong support, and you can see the 10 moving average is also acting as a very strong level of support, and the 20 is also creeping up a little bit. towards this 0.618. So $1.44 for MATIC is a very strong support, and if we get above this level right there, then for me you're looking at $2.5 per MATIC. And does that take you to its all-time high? It nearly takes you to the all-time high right there. Okay, now that is a small term price prediction for MATIC. Excuse me, I'm going to remove this Fibonacci at the moment, and I'm going to take Fibonacci from from the recent top all-time high to this swing low right there. Okay, and you can see now on the smaller time frame there was the 0.618 that we find as support, but on a higher time frame for Fibonacci, the 0.618 is 1.535, acting as a level of resistance. You can already see, if I zoom in a little bit here, that it has been trying to move past the 0.618, this one, and it hasn't been successful. Now if we break out of here, retest, boom, we're very bullish on in the MATIC side. And the next target for me is going to be the 1.618, of course, which is $6 for MATIC. Okay, so do anticipate the MATIC could go to $6 in this bull run. Even it could even go to $11. It could go to $17. Okay, but for me the best price prediction for this bull run is $6.7. okay, based on the charts. Okay, not my own prediction, not my own opinion, but logically, moving logically. Okay, so what we want to see for MATIC right now is we go up, come for the retest, boom, we're going to go all the way upwards. Okay, so it's gonna be a slow movement. It could be an explosive movement, but you have to wait, you have to confirm for the retest and the breakout as well. Okay, so yeah, do anticipate $6 or $7 for MATIC in this bull run. Now the next coin that I want to talk about is SHIB. Now SHIB, very quickly, if I remove this Fibonacci retracement, has been in a very long accumulation phase. We call this accumulation phase when you try to go up and down in a certain level of price range. Okay, it is called accumulation phase. We can also call it consolidation phase, and this one was really required. Okay, we had a lot of buyers during this range. Okay, and that is very positive sign, and that's the reason why we had a very big explosive. Now the best way for me to explain this is like you have a train in a station. You go to a railway station, you have a train, and the train stops in that station for a while. Okay, it stops for like 2 or 3 months to get the passengers. Okay, you have passengers going in, they're going out, they're going in, they're going out, and until you do not get the train. Okay, this is like your whole train right now. Okay, you have the back seats, you have the middle seats, you have the front seats. Okay, and when the train is full now, boom, the train moves. Okay, it goes from one destination, from this destination, all the way to another destination. Okay, now this is a very fun explanation of what I think SHIB was doing. Now there was a level of resistance right here at 920 or 950, and this was a resistance that was broken. Okay, and when we broke, look at the price prediction. Okay, what is that? Okay, let's see how much high it went. This is like 267%, and for me, SHIB on the very long term, let's say 5 years from now, is very bullish. Okay, it's very bullish. Now we anytime we went above, okay, we haven't tested the 20 EMA, and the 20 EMA is at 2420 for SHIB. Okay, and we already have a symmetric triangle. Now this is not a bullish, this is not a bearish triangle. What symmetrical triangle does is, before I explain the symmetrical triangle, let's see the level of resistances on Fibonacci retracements. Okay, I'm gonna put just there, and let's see what happened. Once again, it hit its head on the 0.618. Did you see that? We're finding support at the 0.5. If we hold the support at 0.5, if we lose the support here, we might go down to 2000. Okay, but before we go to 2000, it could come to to the 20 moving average. Now I do expect, keep in mind that this one could go a little bit higher to 0.5. Let's come down to retest it. Boom, we're good to go. But let's talk about the symmetrical triangle, okay? And by the way, if we cross the 0.618, the golden ratio, okay, you do know my next targets now, which is going to be the 1.618, and that takes you to 8,749, crossing the all-time high, okay? You're going to find the level of resistance at 6,500 and 7,400, okay, before moving to 8,700. Okay, so I'm gonna zoom in very quickly into SHIB, and let's talk about this symmetrical triangle. Right, so I'm gonna hide the EMAs so that we can see clearly everything, what's going on with SHIB. Yes, now in here, when you see the symmetrical triangle, keep in mind that there's a 50-50% chance of going towards the upside, and also 50% chance of going towards the downside. Now the perfect explanation here is if you break out, make a retest, then you go all the way back from where you formed the triangle, and that takes you again to 0.618, okay? Nearly 0.618, or it could even go above all the way up to where it formed the recent swing high, okay? So keep that in mind for SHIB. And if it breaks down equally, you can see that SHIB can break down, and that's where the triangle was formed, and that's where the 0.382 is, which is the $2,000. Now to give you a proof of these triangles, how good they work in technical analysis, I'm going to show you something on the 4-hour time frame that I noticed about SHIB, okay? And you're going to see how good these triangles are, how good they really are, okay? So I'm going to remove this other line, and I'm going to take, let's say we were back in time in 14th of October, okay? We were back in time. And we can make that triangle right there, okay? Do you see this triangle forming for SHIB? Okay, back in the time, at that time we had this level of triangle, up and down, up and down, up and down. So if we broke, we could have gone upside, but what happened, we broke towards the downside, and you can see it went almost near to that place where we formed the triangle. Otherwise we could have gone to the place where we formed that triangle, okay? So that's an analysis for SHIB. Let's look at cake and what it's doing. Okay, so very quickly in here you have another triangle for cake right there, right? And I'm going to explain what this is. Now this one is also uncertain triangle. It's not a bullish triangle, it's not a bearish triangle, but keep in mind this is known as descending triangle because the up portion is in a descending channel, okay? So this is a descending triangle, and do expect if cake doesn't go up from this triangle, and of course when we break out of the triangle we go back from where we formed the triangle, and that is $26. And if we fail to break, if we go down, do expect a level of support right there at $17, and it could go up and consolidate. Now a decision is very near. The maximum time is 20th of November, and before 20th of November, anytime we could explode towards the upside. We could even explode towards the downside, but for that one, it is very important we go down, come up for retest, fail, and go down. Because look here, it did break downwards, the retest was successful, it went up. In here, breakdown, successful, up. Okay, I'm going to zoom in here a little bit to give you the idea that retests are very, very important, okay? So we had a red down here, the green, the next candle went up, okay? So there was no any candle that failed and the third candle for it to go down. So do keep in mind, even if you go down a little bit, the retest you must see the retest, okay? Even if we break out of this triangle, retest should be successful, otherwise it could serve as a fake out. This could be a fake out, and what happens next is the prices go inside the triangle and you can get trapped once again, okay? So there's another pattern that I see for MATIC in the short term, okay? I'm going to tell you the long-term prediction as well, but I'm going to tell you one more thing that I saw within this big triangle, okay, we have a level of resistance right there, okay. We have an area of influence. Look, touch right there, touch right there, another touch right there, this one right here, two touches right there, and another touch right there. So you can see there's a very, very strong resistance, and this one also is going to serve as resistance as well. This huge descending line there is also a huge resistance for cake to cross. And one more thing, we're making higher highs, like this one, like so, okay. We haven't lost, there's an area of support, you see, area of support right there. So if you lose this support as well, come down, retest, fail, the next support is down here at $17 or $18, okay. So do keep that in mind. But there's a squeeze happening, okay. Let's say until 28 or 27 of October, there's a decision coming in for cake. Very, very soon you're going to see cake breaking towards the upside. Hopefully it's going to break, because the market now is very bullish for me not to say that it could go downwards, but once again, it's not a financial advice. It could go towards the downside. Always break during confirmation, break out, retest, and you're good to go, okay. That's where you trade. And let's see the long-term price prediction for cake, okay. Now cake, it went all the way to where, $43, okay. So I'm going to take the highest level of cake all the way down, which is $9, and let's see. Yeah, so if we do go to $26 from where we form the last triangle right there, you can see it went above 0.618. It failed to cross the golden ratio, and we came back, find support at the 0.382. Now we are trying to tackle the 0.5. Do you see that? Even on the higher time frame, guys, it's everything is in front of you. Fibonacci retracements is in front of you, guys, and we are trying to get above the 0.5. Yeah, so everything is logical in crypto. Nothing goes up and down without any logic. Look, there's a lot of logic, and I'm giving you the logic today. So if you cross the 0.5, you're looking for 0.618. You cross that, you go back to where you formed the triangle at $26, and from here you go to 0.786, and you're good to go. But what's the next target? What's the next target? The next target for me is $112 per cake, okay. So do expect that $112 is on the card for cake. Of course, if we go up and trade likewise. Now the next coin that I want to talk about is Solana, and Solana has been one of the best performing coins of 2021, and the reason is, back in January, guys, back in January, look at this price per day, where the prices move from $1, guys. From $1 it went all the way nearly to $215 as well. Now the Fibonacci retracements are golden. I want to take you back in time. I want to explain something to you that is very, very important, why the Fib retracements work excellently. So I'm going to take you back to May 2021, when Solana was at $50-60, okay. And who could have noticed that Solana could go all the way from $18 to $210? Who could have tell you that? The Fibonacci retracement. So I'm going to take the top to the bottom right there, okay, and look at that, okay. Look at that. We went up, find level of resistance at 0.786. We came down, went up, came down, okay. And from 0.618, when you cross it and you had a successful retest and you crossed the 0.786, the next price target, what could have it been? There's the 1.618, okay, and that's exactly where it went. This is the reason why I always tell you, you cross the golden ratio and you're looking for a 1.618, and from there you cross the 1.618, and your next target is what? The 2, okay. It went nearly to 2.272, but it find a resistance at the 2 price point, okay, and that's where it came down again, find support at 1.618, and it's now good to go. And the next target that we're looking at is the 2.272 and the 2.618, of course. Now can I actually let's see if there's more targets. Yeah, there's more targets above here, Okay, so you might see by the end of the bull run Solana going to $1,000. Heck, it could even go to $2,000, who knows. But at the moment it's very safe to say $349. Okay, but for me, I do think Solana is going to do $1,000 by the end of the bull market. It's performing exceptionally well, so it's at $200 right now. So 5x is very achievable in this bull market. Okay, 5x can be obtained, and it can go all the way to $1,000. And if we talk about 10x, then you are looking for $2,000 per Solana. So do keep in mind, okay, the Fibonacci is working so excellent right now. Okay, everything is on point. Okay, yeah, so do keep in mind that we're trying to tackle the all-time high. You're going to run into a level of resistance though. Okay, this is your level of resistance, and you're gonna have to break this, go to maybe $240, come down for a retest, and you're good to go towards the upside direction. And that's it for today analysis. And please drop even more coins. I'm gonna try to do even more altcoin analysis. And I think that's it for today's video update for Bitcoin and the other altcoin party as well. So thank you so much for the support. Keep grinding and keep supporting. Yeah, it means a lot. There's a lot of positive comments coming out of you people, and it means a lot to me. Yeah, so we are in for the long term, and I'm gonna make these videos until 2026, inshallah. So I do hope to have that the health, and I'm gonna keep posting these videos until we don't reach $2 million. And if you're wondering why I think $2 million is the next target, okay, you can go to my own channel in here, and I do have a video. $2 million is my next price target by 2026. It's a very detailed video, and you can actually understand why I think that Bitcoin can do $2 million in the next coming 4 years. And yeah, that's it. So I'm gonna see you tomorrow with a new video update. Allah Hafiz.